You're watching Around Town with Henry Dormann.
Around Town is sponsored by Chemung Canal Trust Company. They're really nice people. Trust is their middle name. Service is their motto. And I like them a lot, and that's why I bank there. If you ever come by to look me up, I'll be in the vault. Safe place. We're at party time. This is a place that is not to be believed. If you want to take the kids for a day, this is a place you can spend the whole day here at party time, and he's going to tell you where it is, how to get here, and he's the owner. But we're in the company of the President, Donald Trump.
Yes, actually, the life-size stand-up that we have in Hillary and President Obama, we've sold more Donald Trump stand-ups than either one of them.
Why?
It's tough to tell. People like to use him as fun props, because he's the guy standing there with a thumbs up. Yeah. But he's just an interesting person, and I think people have had fun with it.
And we need a little interesting, occasional, maybe strange.
Yeah. Yes.
But at least they listen and talk and do things.
I think he's done a good job on he's in the entertainment business is what he's not a politician.
Good phrase.
So so I think people have really gravitated to that.
And you're in the entertainment business, and you created this whole wonderful place at the mall. What's the address here?
We're at 3335 Chambers Road, right across from Red Lobster. We started this business, actually it'll be 10 years in December. We've been open, and we've had a blast over the years doing this. Providing balloons for celebration. Really, the idea is that we wanted to enhance people's opportunity to celebrate the special events in their lives.
And you sure do, because you've got a wall of balloons here. That's a new thing here.
Yes. Last year we added in another almost 100 new balloons to our Mylar balloon system. So we have the full range of
Mylar balloon system.
Yes.
Wow, that's pretty snazzy.
Well, that's what we're here for, to be snazzy, right?
Right.
I mean, you're the king.
How do I get into these things? But what amazes me is that it's aisle upon aisle of not only hats, but costumes, jewelry, every possible thing. The turnover must be tremendous.
Yeah, we always look at
your life is a party.
That's it. Life should be a party. Your life is a party. We carry about 30,000 items, and then they rotate through with seasonal items. We always freshen up everything from St. Patrick's, Valentine's, New Year's, Easter, summer, luau, Halloween, graduation, Christmas.
Something for every occasion.
Yes, exactly. So that's usually our first aisle that you come into, is that season.
You have a wonderful time. Do you choose everything yourself?
I actually am the main buyer for the products that we have.
When you give a party, you must give one terrific party.
Yeah.
You get to use all of these things?
Yes, yeah. We have a tendency to go a little over the top on most of our events. So when people come over, they're always like, oh, that's what you use that for. Oh, that's what you can do with that. So.
Well, you have an array of this. What is this? A king hat?
This is that's your crown.
My crown. But you've got another. I picked out a bunch of these. There's a crown.
Yeah, we have crowns, and we carry about 100 to 200 hats, different hats. There you go.
With the pigtail.
There you go.
Well, I could go in disguise any place here.
That's right.
And these, how much are these?
Our hats range in price from like $1.99 and up, depending on
$1.99?
Yes, sir.
I hate to say it, but you're cheap.
Well,
That's very inexpensive.
Yes, yeah. Well, we want to try and offer a lot of opportunities for people to do a lot of different things.
My favorite is the pirate hat.
We have eye patches if you want one of those too.
Yeah, I bet you have. You have a full service costumery.
Yes. Yeah, we carry a year-round costume shop because a lot of people like to do cosplay has become a bigger
My
event.
wife should see me now. Oh boy.
That's right up your alley. I think that's what she
Right
calls
up
you,
my
the jester. The
Is
jester.
that what she calls me?
Yeah, the jester.
Wise guy. And he's wearing a lei from your own collection.
Yes, yeah, we carry about 50 to 100 different types of leis. Is that enough selection?
I'd say well, just looking in here is enough to be entertained.
Yes.
You bring the family here or bring the kids here, they must never leave.
Yeah, the kids do have a lot of fun. And I know we talked about an item earlier that's, you know, the kids love buying it. It's an item, it's our Mega Fart Bomb. But
Now, I asked what's the most popular thing, and he said, a Mega Fart Bomb. And I said, what did you say? But explain this. This is, you don't, where else would you get this information?
yeah, it's actually, it's like a 4-pack, and they can actually, it's a little capsule, they pop it, and it expands and pops, and kind of has a bad odor. We'll just kind of leave it as a bad odor.
But no noise.
Just a tiny little pop you hear, but that's it. Yeah.
How often do you use this?
Me personally, no, not often.
No.
But it is a fun. Kids love it. You know.
Gee, what an interesting thing to do in a restaurant.
Yeah.
Are we doing terrible? With a bad suggestion.
Oh yeah, I think you'd be clearing the room.
It's not my fault. I just get this information. There are new things to learn all the time.
That's right. No, we're going to get back on track into talking about kings and jesters, right?
Go ahead.
There you go.
What should people do? I read someplace that you had a percentage off for anybody who called over $100.
Well, we have online coupons.
I see.
And sometimes those are discounts, and sometimes those are dollar amounts off of a certain purchase. And that's at partytimeny.net. We can upload, download.
And if they want information, they can call you where?
739-3223.
607 code.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot that we're seeing farther than the 607 area code. Yeah.
And you are open when?
We're open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 8. Monday through Saturday, 9:30 to 8. Noon to 6 on Sunday.
Guess who's going to be here? This is only a small array of what I'm going to be wearing for the next week.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
All right.
You are a happy-go-lucky person with, I mean, there's nothing but smiles in this place.
But I get to meet with you this morning.
Holy smoke. We've learned a lot of interesting things today. I will be in one of these aisles, probably with the balloons. We'll see you here. You can find me because I'll be wearing this. I might be wearing the pirate's hat. Maybe both, right? See you soon.
Thank you.
Around Town with Henry Dormann will return in a moment.
Life, it never stops moving. Getting from here to there. Managing long hours at work. Juggling a busy home. You need a bank that keeps up. That's Chemung Canal Trust Company. Bank online. Bank with our mobile app. Deposit a check with your smartphone. Open an account at Chemung Canal and bank with us anywhere, anytime. Chemung Canal Trust Company. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Yeah, it's going down. We about to live it up, y'all. Let's go.
It's a big world, and now we're loving this town. It's our turn, so put your hands up. We on the big screen, and everybody's here living out our dreams. Dreams, whoa. Yeah, yeah. Don't be scared, take a chance. Come on, give me a hand. It's time to laugh, time to smile. Now let's get up and dance. Come on, everybody, let's live it up. Let it out if you can't get enough. This right here gonna make you jump, jump, jump. This is home. This is the place. We break it out, sing it loud, scream and shout. This is home. Hey, yeah. This is home.
Don't wait. Communicate. Make your emergency plan today.
Local news is important because it highlights what's going on in the community, whether it's small businesses or certain events that really bring the community together. National news, while it may affect us, isn't as important as local news is to the community. For me, it's pretty special because this actually is home. I grew up in the Elmira area. I went to an Elmira school. I went to college in Pennsylvania, not very far from here, so to be able to come back and report in my own area, it's truly amazing. This is home.
We now return to Around Town with Henry Dormann.
This is a surprise segment because we were walking through Penn Yan, and there's a company here, a storefront called the Keuka Candy Emporium. And inside, you wouldn't believe the candies they are. These are candies that they made when I was a kid, and they've brought it all back, including the cotton candy. And this is the fellow who owns it. Tell me your name.
My name is Stacey Ingerick.
And him and his wife run the place. And you're open 7 days a week?
7 days a week.
7 days a week?
Yeah.
That's a lot of work for both of you.
Well, we maintain, we love it. It's sweet.
What made you start a place like this? There was nothing else like this.
I always had a sweet tooth, so there was nothing like this in our area at all. And we wanted the youth of today to know what a candy store was like, and it allowed us to funnel our creativity and make custom chocolates. And
You make custom chocolates?
yeah, absolutely,
Oh.
absolutely.
I see you've got signs too. I have to share this sign with you. It says, drink coffee, do stupid things faster with more energy. How about that? And he's got a whole bunch of these things here that are all funny. Where did you find them?
There are companies out there that reproduce. They're not the original. I'd love to have the originals, but
They're worth a fortune.
they're worth a fortune. Yep.
And all of these display cases, how do you keep all this candy fresh?
We constantly rotate.
You eat it all.
That too. Yep. So
You get a good deal on it.
well, we have to pay shipping. So yeah, I think everybody loves it. We've been well embraced by our community.
Now, you have shelves here and cases going all the way around, including ice cream in the back. Can you explain what have you got in this case, that case, and the ice cream and so forth? Take us on a virtual tour.
All right, as you walk in our store, we have the first thing on the right you'll actually see first is our coffee bar. We do our own baked goods in our store. We have a organically grown coffee. It's all grown fair trade. It's called Wicked Joe. We actually got it out of Maine. It's one of the best coffees around. The signs you mentioned earlier, there's a big crate there, and you can go through the signs and you can enjoy the signs and you can buy them.
Really?
So, yeah, absolutely. The next thing you're going to be greeted by is our chocolate case. Our chocolate case is filled with all of our own creations.
A chocolate case.
Yeah, it's an
Wow.
actual case of chocolate, and it probably has on any given time about 50 to 60 selections inside the case. Some of those things are a peanut butter cup bark, which is 2 types of chocolate. It's blended with peanut butter. It's blended with topped off with a peanut butter drizzle, and it has peanut butter cups on top. It's one of our great sellers. It's delicious. So we have about 25 different versions of chocolate truffles. We have 14 flavors of fudge, peanut butter, chocolate walnut, maple walnut, and the list goes on and on. So that's
What a rough life.
Oh man, it is so good. I eat so much of it, and that's the charm and appeal to come to a store like ours. Is it's all handmade. So,
But there's much more than chocolate as you go around the showcases.
yeah, absolutely. You'll actually grab a bucket, and these buckets are right behind me. And kids at heart, because everybody's a kid, will grab a bucket and they'll start straight down the center, and they will be able to pick in a bulk candy sense of the way. They'll be able to pick out candies that they want. So anything in the jars and in the center bulk candies, there's roughly, there's probably about 200 selections just in our bulk area. So you'll be able to fill up your bucket.
I'm having a nice time just listening to this.
We have a antique scale that you can throw your candy into, and you can weigh it as it goes, and then you put it back in the bucket and you bring it up to the counter when you're done. So that's our bulk section. So as you walk around the store, we have an entire wall of a lot of nostalgic candy, and that nostalgic candy is anything from Sky bars to Astro Pops, candied cigarettes, bubblegum cigars, the dots on the paper,
I remember them well.
fruit stripe gum. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. So those are what we do here at the Keuka Candy Emporium. We try to find those items that are no longer mass produced where they put into every store. So that we get those here. So we also bring in saltwater taffy, which is a huge loving. Everybody loves saltwater taffy. So we have flavors from maple bacon to buttered popcorn, and the list goes on and on with that as well.
And the address is on Main Street.
Yeah, we're 17 Main Street.
17 Main Street. 7 days a week, I can't get over that.
Yeah, it's just season. You know, during the off season, we take it down to 5 or 6. And if there's a snow day, we take it off. So, you know, but last year, not too many. So, but like I say, we were well received within our community. We do a lot of things for our community. And we also have a 24 flavor ice cream parlor.
That's in the back.
That's in the back of the store.
24 flavors.
Flavors of Hershey's ice cream. And then we just recently got a soft serve machine which does vanilla and chocolate twist with a flavor burst. Now what flavor burst is it flavor injects different flavors within your vanilla cone. So
I never heard of that
Yeah,
before.
we'll swirl it in and we press an extra button and it injects it as we're serving the ice cream.
Like raspberry?
Yep, blue raspberry, we have cotton candy, peanut butter, so all those, you know, we have 8
What a
flavors.
fun job!
Oh yeah, I eat it every day. So, but you know, and we also have a lot of sugar-free selections. You know, we custom our own sugar-free peanut clusters, cashew clusters, and raisin clusters.
Gee whiz.
We have sugar-free fudge. So, you know, there's never a deterrent to not come here.
Wow.
Yeah.
I never knew this, and I never knew you were here.
Yeah, well, here we
Now
are.
I know. Yeah, here we are. I never know. It's quite a place. You have to see it to believe it. He is kind of a candy mogul. He knows everything about what the flavors are, which have sugar and which have not sugar, and how you can eat all of them if you like, which is what I'm doing. I'm going to stay here and I'm going to eat all of them.
Well, you're more than welcome.
How nice of you to say that. I think this is one of the nicest places to go and one of the nicest interviews. You're such a happy person.
Oh, I've always been that way.
I'm going to join him in happiness now. We'll see you soon. You better hurry because there's not going to be too much left.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Yes.
Around Town with Henry Dormann will return in a moment.
Life, it never stops moving. Getting from here to there. Managing long hours at work. Juggling a busy home. You need a bank that keeps up. That's Chemung Canal Trust Company. Bank online. Bank with our mobile app. Deposit a check with your smartphone. Open an account at Chemung Canal and bank with us anywhere, anytime. Chemung Canal Trust Company. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Local news is important because you need to know what's going on in your community. You need to know the people that make decisions, what decisions they're making, because ultimately, you know, it could affect you tomorrow. The news today, you know, can have a big impact on the future. I call the Twin Tiers my home, and I've lived across the country, across the world. But something always drew me back to this area. It's very tight-knit, you know, there's family here. This is home.
Let's go.
It's a big world, and now we're loving this town. It's our turn, so put your hands up. Don't be scared, take a chance. Come on, give me a hand. It's time to laugh, time to smile. Now let's get up and dance. Come on, everybody, let's live it up. Let it out if you can't get enough. This right here gonna make you jump, jump, jump. This is home. Hey, yeah. This is home.
We now return to Around Town with Henry Dormann.
They have conveniences of every possible kind here in Watkins Glen. And there's a place called the Finger Lakes Wine something and Cigar Emporium. And they're going to tell me what the real name is, because these are the two people who run it. They're married and they have come up with this idea of having your own locker for your own wines, and they can get them from every winery, and they've got thousands of cigars to choose from with a special humidor. But I'm going to let them introduce themselves and tell me how you came up with this idea. You look beautiful, kiddo.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, you look all right too.
Well, I appreciate that.
He's got a voice that's an operatic voice. So how did you come up with this idea?
So we went to Napa Valley on our honeymoon. We went out, did a lot of wine tours. We saw that there was wine lockers out there. So we were talking to some individuals back here when we were looking at opening up our own business. And they says, well, you guys love wine. You like the Finger Lakes. Why don't you open up wine lockers? So
Now that means that people can buy wine, have it sent to you, and keep it here.
Yep.
Is that
Or we
right?
will actually pick it up from the winery for them.
And they can order through you by email.
No, they can't technically order through us, but they'll order it from the winery to just let the wineries know that that Finger Lakes Wine Lockers is going to pick up their wine for them, and we'll pick it up.
Now, why should they do that instead of having it in their own homes?
So a lot of people don't have the room for a wine collection or a large wine collection. A lot of people go out of town for the winter time, and you're forced to either drink your wine up or give it away, or take the chance of it spoiling while you're out of town. So
And you've got a humidified room, and
it's all climate controlled, humidity controlled room. It's all secured. Everybody gets their own private locker.
now you told me something a minute ago that fascinated me. You said you're working on wine-infused cigars.
Yep, so we're taking local wines from the Finger Lakes and we're actually infusing them into a cigar. So when you enjoy your favorite cigar, you'll actually enjoy your favorite wine with it at the same time.
Now, how do you do that? Do you take a hypodermic needle and squish in some wine in the cigar?
Close. So there's many different methods that you can do it. So we're doing a slow age process. So we're actually used the wine as a humidification system. And it will slowly go into the cigar and you'll get your favorite wine.
As the taste of the cigar.
You'll get a slight taste of the cigar, and it all depends on how strong you want the wine or how strong you want the cigars,
And
based on how long you humidify it for.
And you can do that with the client.
Yep, yep.
And you're going to do all of that here in this location.
All of it right here in this small location.
And the address is?
108 West 4th Street.
In Watkins Glen.
Watkins Glen.
Phone number, cell, anything else they should know?
We have a cell phone, 607-483-2890.
And anything on the web?
Yep, we are at www.fingerlakeswinelockers.com.
Are you having a nice time?
Sure am.
Are you nervous?
No.
No, I didn't think you were nervous.
No.
Just regular. Now,
Follow us on Facebook at Finger Lakes Wine Lockers and Cigar Emporium.
Oh, we're on YouTube.
We're not on YouTube.
Well, you can be on YouTube
We
too.
could be.
Yeah. The more the merrier.
We could put a video of our first person smoking a wine-infused cigar and get the reaction.
You can use a copy of this interview.
That would be
Also.
a good idea.
Sell, sell, sell. Now, how do you get the word out to people? Are you working with many wineries?
Yep. So we've gone to about half the wineries roughly on the lake. We have emails with almost every single winery on the lake, and we do face-to-face visits to talk with the wineries and get them on board with us.
Is this a hard job to get everybody organized?
There's a lot of wineries, because we're not just doing the wineries, we're doing the breweries and the distilleries as well. So
And
when you come to the Finger Lakes, you don't enjoy just the wineries, you enjoy everything of the Finger Lakes.
Well, is there a place you don't stock beer?
No.
From the breweries?
No. So we can put it in our wine lockers with our wine. It'll be kept at 55 degrees. It will never fluctuate more than 2 degrees within a 24-hour period. The thing about the beer is when you go out on a wine tour with your friends in your car, the beer's got to sit in your 120-degree trunk and make it go bad. So we can actually leave it right at the winery where it's a little more
You got this
temperature
organized
controlled.
very well.
I hope so.
Yeah.
We're learning as we go.
Tell me, what is the necklace? Is that a heart?
There's 2 hearts.
2 hearts.
Yep.
One for him, one for you.
No, one's
the
for my
kids.
mom and one from the kid.
Oh, and what's yours?
Mine's the New York Yankees.
You're a Yankee fan.
Yes, my grandfather would roll over in his grave if I wasn't.
What do you do here for fun?
Play a lot of video games.
Drink wine and smoke cigars?
No, not so much. I like to enjoy the occasional cigar outside and watch the traffic go by, but we try to stay busy with just keeping up with the wineries. And
is it against the law for you to smoke a cigar inside this office?
Inside this establishment, yes.
It is.
We can't drink in here either.
That's a New York State law.
For the smoking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
There's ways around it and stuff, but it's not something we want to look into.
There are places in New York City that have humidification systems inside their stores to qualify to smoke inside an establishment.
Yeah.
But this can be extremely expensive.
Very expensive, actually. The units are very expensive, and to apply for the permits and stuff is expensive.
And I'll tell you a secret. Baron Hilton, who's the head of Hilton, was the head of Hilton, he's retired now, loves to smoke cigars. And in his office in a skyscraper in Los Angeles, he wanted to smoke, and the law forbid it. You couldn't smoke. So he had the entire office humidified just so he could smoke cigars, and he still does. Keeps him happy.
We'd like to think that we're very family oriented. I mean, we love our two kids, and our kids spend a lot of time down here with us.
And they don't smoke. Huh?
And not yet. Hopefully they never do.
Hopefully not.
So we wouldn't allow smoking in here, not with our two children. We want other people to be able to bring their family in here. My wife doesn't smoke, so when she goes someplace, she doesn't want to smell it.
This is something, when you're in the business of selling cigars, not to smoke is that good business?
I think inside it's one thing. So we're getting benches. We're going to put some stuff outside so that you can enjoy the beautiful weather here in the
So you
Lakes and
smoke a
watch the
cigar
traffic.
outside?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, good. What's your favorite?
I like the Maker's Mark.
I don't know that one. Is that
it's a Maker's Mark bourbon. It's $6.50. It's very good. It tastes just like the bourbon.
Boy, you got it right there like that.
Yeah, that's my favorite cigar.
Do you know why they have bans on cigars?
Because of the Embargo Act with Cuba?
No. This goes back hundreds of years.
Are you talking the bans on the...
The bans on the cigars. No, not bands, but bands, B-A-N-D-S.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The band, that cigar band.
Okay.
That happened hundreds of years ago when people wore white tie and white gloves when they were going dancing or out in the evenings. And the band was so that the cigar would not get off on the white gloves.
Ah.
I'm that old, you see. I know all this.
And here I was. I just thought it was so you could tell the difference between your two cigars.
That's a good advertising point. But that's later on. This was hundreds of years ago when it started, and they kept going. And then it became an advertising thing. Now, if you take a Monte Cristo No. 1 from Havana, they have the same band as the Monte Cristo No. 1 forgery that they make in the Dominican Republic because of the embargo. So, but that'll change now. And you're going to have Havana cigars soon.
We are hoping so very soon.
You're going to be wealthy.
Hopefully enough to pay the bills.
When is this going to make a decision? When will there be a decision on Havana cigars?
So, whether we're going to store it or when
Well, you're going to store it, I assume, once the clearance comes through.
Once everything comes through.
And that's about a month or two, isn't it?
I think so, but I'm not exactly sure the exact date.
Save me some.
Not a problem.
We'll
enjoy one out on the bench.
I'll be back. I'll give you an advance
like a
order.
promise.
Good, and thank you very much.
Thank you.
She's such a good cuddler. That's why I sat here, because she's so pleasant, and I can interview the beauty before we get to the beast. I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding. Make a mistake, what can you do? I'll be here having a puff. Maybe outside on the bench, right?
That's right.
Outside on the bench. Come by soon. Anything else they should know about phone numbers or websites? Ordering things?
I think we're going to be putting all of our cigars and everything on the website. You'll be able to see the 5,000 different brands of cigars that we can offer. So check out our website, look at all of our cigar accessories and all the options we offer for our wine storage.
And they are such nice people. Hurry up, I'll be here. Wait for you.
You're watching WENY HD.